Hello, welcome to another Zatu Live. Today I'm going to InfoBox very quickly Colt Super Express, which I posted a picture of on one of the largest UK Facebook groups, Board Game Trade and Chat, and there was a lot of interest because Colt Express isn't exactly a heavy game. It's considered a gateway game. It has this fantastic 3D train. And this is a card game version of essentially the same game with a few additions. The first thing is you get these meeples, and in this game the way you are facing is incredibly important. So that's new in the game. When you shoot the way you are facing. You don't get to choose which way you shoot. There's a meeple for each colour, and there is no marshal. In the main game, the marshal was a character that you could control with one of your cards to mess up everyone else, but everyone could use one card to control the marshal. You also get these train cards. So you get the start of the train, you can go on the bottom or the top, and that's double-sided. Then you get all the carriages. Now when you play, you lay out these with the train, 1 plus the number of players. On the back of these, they have a value, and every round the caboose, the back cart, will come off and it will go to the person who is nearest the back of the train. So they will take that as their loot hidden. So if there is a tie, the person who's got the most loot is going to win. Now, these obviously replace the 3D train, and there is a little bit of a, if I'm going to be harsh, there's a little bit of an issue. See, this one links on nicely to there, which is great, but it also doesn't link on to the back of the next one. So the artwork doesn't continue, which seems like it could have been a really easy generic fix. They could have, I guess it's so they can randomize the numbers on the back, but it just seems like, why wouldn't you make that so they all link together? So there's the train cards that you're going to be on. You have a first player card which moves around and tells you the order of the cards, and in this edition, which is the first edition, there is a correction. Django had the wrong coloured backs on 2 of his cards, and so they are replaced here. They are actually the 2 expansion cards that had the wrong coloured back. As you will see, includes 2 mini extensions, which I think are pretty much essential. Because they included this card, they also include a DeLorean promo. So if you get this one, you're going to get the DeLorean promo, which acts as another part of the train. You'll get the correct Django cards, and you'll get the extra cards. Then the rest of the deck is all the character cards. So I'll show you those. Each character has 6 cards. As you can see, it's all going to fit in the box very nicely. So 6 cards. I'll just take out the 2 mini expansion ones first. So in the base game, you're going to play with 4 cards, and each round you will choose 3, and you will place them face down, and then you will play in order. So the top one will be your first one. You'll do that, you'll take the action, then the next player will, then the next player will. So there's no face-up cards like in normal Colt Express. So what do the cards do? This one turns you around. This one moves you up or down. This one moves in the direction you're facing, and this one shoots in the direction you're facing. When you shoot someone, they fall on their back and move one cart or car backwards in the same direction. That may mean they get shot off the train. If that happens, they're eliminated, unless they've played the horse that round, which will catch them and take them to the front of the train. And if you play a horse when you've not been shot off the train, it will just take you to the locomotive at the front. The other bonus card is the reflex card. This is a really nice card. I may play without the horse, but I would never play without the reflex. I think it gives you a bit more intrigue in that. So this one is called Reflex. If when you reveal this card, you are laid on your back after having been shot, you will jump up and shoot in the direction you're facing, which isn't always revenge, because if you get shot in the back, you fall down still facing the same way, so you might jump up and shoot someone else, which is very funny. However, if you're not lying down, you will just stand up. all the cards operate to just stand you up. If you're not lying down, you will lie down. All the other cards, when played when you're lying down, will just stand you up. This is the only one that lets you fire off a shot as well. Strangely, which makes me wonder if they're not always going to include these cards in the box, you have the main game rules, which again, there are a few edge cases we've seen, particularly with the horse and the reflex card, that few edge cases like when you join a cart, how do you go in the order? Because you could be shooting into the back of someone else. If there's multiple people in a cart, like here, does he go up to there? Or if he went up the other side, they'd be missing each other. So there's some edge cases that aren't covered, which you'll just have to house rule. And there's the expansion rules for the horse and the reflex. To get the rules for the DeLorean, you have a QR code, as it was included at the last minute. The game does have player elimination, but it says 15 minutes here. I've played it 2 or 3 times, and it's taken 5 minutes each time. So the player elimination isn't really an issue. Like I say, if you add the horse in, people can always get, or the reflex card, you can guard against player elimination. And despite the lesser actions, the lesser information, you do still have that Colt Express feel of trying to work out what the other people are doing. And it plays in 5 minutes. You could, of course, take the cards of the train out of this set and put them into Colt Express for a more travel version, a deck of cards, meeples and tokens as well. Or, I mean, you could make your own anyway to do that. But, I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I won't say any more till I've tested it out with more players. But that is a quick look at Colt Super Express. Don't like the name. I guess it's Super Express because it's super fast, but I might have called it Colt Express Train or Super Colt Express or Colt Express. I'll just go. See you next time. Thanks very much.